the strangest place you've ever wrestled?
What was that? Was that Clarksville, Tennessee?
I would say the weirdest place that I ever wrestled was down at Cowtown Rodeo in New Jersey. It was in the middle of a dirt rodeo stadium. That was my very, very, very first match.
Wow.
I'll never forget that.
Oh my. What about you got a strange story as well?
Oh,
Chess?
we wrestled down. I think it was Clarksville, Tennessee. So it was in the middle of the mountains. So you had to go up into Kentucky and come back down to get back into Tennessee to go. And as we're pulling in, there's a white building, and spray painted on the side of the building was "Long live the KKK." We looked at each other and we're like,
they're gonna love us.
we get over real big here. So we have it. We have a match with. It was supposed to be with Ricky and Robert, but for some reason, I think Ricky wasn't there, so it was Robert and Dirty White Boy, and it was a 2 out of 3 falls match. And we were just, there was just they were a bunch of toothless dirt balls in the crowd, and us being heels and us being how we are, that's what we were doing. And a lady actually came across the rope. We had back then with Smoky Mountains, you had the pole with cemented into a coffee can with a string. That was the barrier.
That's the barrier.
That was the barrier. So the girl comes across the rope, and like I'm backing up now, and I'm like, okay, let's go. Waiting for some sort of security to grab this troll and get her out before something happens. Well, then she tried kicking me, and she kind of caught me right in the nuts. So I grabbed her, and I was holding her at ringside. And then from there, chaos broke out. This guy turned and went to hit me and literally knocked the guy out with one shot.
No, so I'm in the ring. So he didn't see this. I'm in the ring, and I think it was me and Tracy. We look out, we see this, and the guy was behind Chaz coming at him with a chair like this. And me and Tracy, both at the same time, were like, look out! And, his instinct was turn around. He saw it and just hit the guy right here. Up, finish.
The guy just dropped. So I'm sitting there, I'm like now everyone's trying to come at us. And they're like, Robert's like, get in the ring. So I get in the ring. Robert rolls me up, 1, 2, 3. I stand up. He rolls me up, 1, 2, 3. He goes, get the fuck out. So we run to the locker room. Now we're like, oh my God, we're going to get fired. I just hit a fan. I'm like, oh my God. Everyone in the locker room was like, now, meanwhile, Glenn's first wife was, 8 months pregnant.
Yeah.
With Morgan, his second daughter. She was with us. Because it was one show. We drove from Jersey down to do the show, and we drove back. Everyone in the locker room was like, get your shit. Don't get changed. Get out. Like, just go. Do not stop for hours. Just drive. So that's what we did. We grabbed all our shit. We had face paint on. We were still in gimmick. And we drove like 4 hours. And thank God we left, because the locals barricaded the parking lot with their trucks and sat out there with their guns waiting for us to come out. And the boys were all stuck there. Everyone else in that locker room was stuck there for hours until they searched that building to make sure we weren't there. Yep. Yes. True story.
Brad Armstrong, Tracy Smothers, Dirty White Boy, they were all there.
Cornette wasn't on the show, but we get a phone call the next day. He's like, you boys okay? We're like, yeah. He's like, where are you? We're like, Jersey. We're at home. He goes, oh, so when they told you to leave, you really left. We're like, we were going home anyway, but yes.
Yes.
Wow.
And then so the closing funniest part of the story was the guy tried suing myself and Smoky Mountain. He said that I broke his nose, his cheekbone, and his eye socket, and his tear duct didn't work properly. He had to constantly, and he had partial blindness. He had to put drops in his eyes all the time. So it was actually the week of WrestleMania 13. We did WrestleMania, we did Raw, and then the next day we were supposed to fly out to go to court. The judge, the day we were supposed to fly out, threw the case out because the guy went and got a job driving a school bus. They're like, if you're blind, you can't pass a test and drive a school bus.
Yeah.
So they threw the case out.
Not the brightest people down there, but
My, oh my.
That's
think
the
you've won.
craziest story I have.
I was gonna say, I think you've won strangest place to ever wrestle. I have heard a few recently of people changing in U-Hauls in Canada in December with a little heater in front of them, wrestling in front of 5 people with their dogs with them. But you, I think you both just won the Strangest Place Award.
Yeah.
So congratulations, you've done it. The fact that on the outside of the building it says that terrible thing, and the fact that it happened to you, but here you are to tell the tale you lived.
We knew just from the outset that it was going to be one hell of a night.
Yes.
When we saw that.